the Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's MP. And it's Ware in at the center position. And from Milwaukee, Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Brandon Clark out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Well, there are always trades this time of year, Clark. But we rarely talk about the human aspect of these moves.
That's a great point, B.A. You know, these guys integrate into their communities. They create bonds and friendships and connections. Their kids go to school and make friends. And then if they're traded, all of that is disrupted. So it's often overlooked, but it's a real part of being a pro basketball player in the NBA.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. It's a three-point game. Pass to Wolf from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Now Clark. It's blocked. They recover it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Clark. Antetokounmpo finds Clark. The rebound by Ware.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And the dunk by Lillard.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dane.
MP outside, takes a 3. The shot won't fall. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Here's Wolf after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
To the paint. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Wolf can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Now Green, pounded by Wiggins. Out to the wing. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Unloads. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Back to Adebayo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
It's stolen by MP. Adebayo with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Adebayo, that's good.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Clark, one thing to know when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to...
The Bucks trail by 8. Bobby Portis out there with Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped 27 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. All around, he just seemed unstoppable, getting everything he wanted. Hopefully, he's got more of that energy for us tonight.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. Might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Adebayo against Portis. And it's rejected. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. Bam loves to run. Runs so well at that center position.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Portis finds Green. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Mitchell. It's Wiggins on the wing. And here's MP from outside, hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
What a job Wiggins has done with his passing skills. Significantly improved over the years.
Out to the right wing. Lillard passes to Portis. Will it go? No good there. Good D by Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Wiggins has gotten his second bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
To the inside. And the basket by Trent.
Excellent read from the veteran Lillard. He has a strong feel for how his teammates are open.
MP outside. And again, it's Miami from deep.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
And the basket by Trent. Trent's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention: illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Trent. The 3 ball. Mitchell grabs a miss. Heat leading by 16. Throws it up high.
Where?
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Clark. Trent with it. Off target with the open look.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Count the basket. Green's got his first 2 points.
Decision-making of Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, he seems to improve on his passing every season, which is impressive.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Wolf. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Wolf's got 8 here in the
Working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Clark. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Milwaukee making a switch here. And so it's Miami ending the quarter with a 20.
Your mark. 24. The Heat, 44. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Bucks United States.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. They've got Andrew Wiggins. MP is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Green, the pass to Clark. And he banks in the layup.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Back to Mitchell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 21. And for the Bucks, they're shooting just 38% for this game so far. Here's Lillard. And a foul called on the way up. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Hey, look, if you could pick anybody to take the last shot for your team, Lillard would have to be that guy. In crunch time, he is lethal.
And the bucket is good.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Another shot. The rebound by Wiggins.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Wolf passes to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Over on Antetokounmpo. Adebayo, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Lillard finds Trent. Out to the right wing. Antetokounmpo against Adebayo. Trent outside. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Trent's got 9 points.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And here's MP from outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Bucks trail by 21. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep his team competitive.
Now Adebayo. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Clark, no good.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Wolf passes to Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs...
Substitution.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Bobby Portis out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Portis against Adebayo. And there's a 3-second violation. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But, of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the dunk by Lillard.
He has the ability simply to take over games, and that's what makes Dame so much fun to watch.
Pass to Adebayo. MP with it, defended by Lillard. Hero for 3. On target from range. Hero's got 11 points here in the second half.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Back to Lillard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Miami making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Free throw good. Lillard. And both free throws good for Lillard.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
MP outside from downtown. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Wolves got 23 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And he can't get that one.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Mitchell finds MP. They get the rebound. Pass to Mitchell. Second chance effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Lillard looking around. Green with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Trent outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Adebayo against Portis. Wiggins right side. Here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And now we present our New Balance. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
In 2K25, Team 2K TV has seen action with Kings guard Keon Ellis, Blazer center DeAndre Ayton, and you never know who you might run into.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Mitchell is out there with MP. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, we've got Russell. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then there's Cam Thomas, and it's Williams at the 3. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Sharp finds Williams. Takes it inside. Mitchell against Russell. The 3 from MP. Kept alive. Here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Sharp the pass to Williams.
Each foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls for Williams. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. It's Williams high post. He's against Wiggins. Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. A floater. He lays it in.
Boy, how about the touch right there? Cam Thomas makes that floater look easy.
Pass to Wolf. Here's Ware. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Carries it down low. Ware's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Thomas. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
And here is MP after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Miami. Trailing by 5. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then there's Cam Thomas. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Ball's knocked loose. Brooklyn leading by 6. Williams kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball, and that one is good. Thomas got 6 points. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They're really fucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
The Heat trail by 7. MP outside. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. He's got 12.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Down low. And that one's good. Russell. And the Nets lead by 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
MP finds Adebayo. MP, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Wolf shot's good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Russell. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Phoenix.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And Ware pulls it down.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored 23 points and was reliable as ever from distance. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in the evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Big group shot. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
Brooklyn, 40. The Heat, 36.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. They've got MP. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. And it's Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the 5. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Russell passes to Williams. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Wolf. Out to Russell from outside the arc. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Russell's got 12 in the game.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
MP, that's for 2. And the Heat get another bucket. Right there. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Bounce pass, Russell. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That ties it up. 20 points for MP.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Russell against Mitchell. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Russell.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's MP. 20 points for him. Heat moving the ball around. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the basket by Thomas.
Yeah, Cam Thomas will leak out in fast break situations. This guy loves to convert.
Mitchell dishes to MP. Mitchell kicks to MP. Passes it to Ware. It's deflected. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. And here's Adebayo outside. Rebound by Williams.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Ware, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They host the Kings after this game, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Puts it up. Let's keep it alive. Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 8 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Timeout called the Heat.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Johnson finds Martin. On the wing, Melton. Guarded by Robinson. Shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed. And the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And here is Johnson after the three-pointer from Wolf. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. The Heat trail by 3. And here's MP for 3. And the Heat another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Hits it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Watford, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The three from MP. And the rebound goes to Martin. That's tipped. Here's Robinson. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Brooklyn ahead, up
54.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist.
The final quarter, fans. You know what that means.
He's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Russell. And then for Miami, Kyle Anderson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And MP subbed in for Hero.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. DeAnthony Melton out there with Johnson. And it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
Timeout called the Heat.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your...
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Williams, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Brooklyn. Heat also with the sub. Wiggins is checked in for Kyle Anderson. Outside, Williams takes the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. On the wing, Wiggins. The 3 from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got assist number 5 here tonight. MP against Thomas. Tips it up. Claxton on the follow.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Shoots the 3. Wolf, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
To the middle, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
The 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target. Wolf got 38 points.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He was just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
defense, the Nets. Wolf, no good. So looking it over. Outside Thomas.
Heat foul. Wolf. Fourth personal foul. Team's fifth foul.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play.
And again for 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
Put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care. Give it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams next for 2, and the Nets miss again. And now we've got the intentional foul.
His third personal foul. Team's
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Wolf.
Second at the line, and it's an 8-point game. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting 2.
And he is unable to get the second one. Fires away from outside. Offline. And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got, some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, only want your love if it's solid. But if it me, then you, and that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. Ain't cooking a smile for none of these. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30. Chat. Should they fold that? No yoga mat. Chat. Should they don't hit me back? Chat. Should they no questions asked? Chat. They chatting, they chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Hello, sad thing, but right now it's just a home. Try to feel good inside, enough, no one to hold me. Hype me up, you give me hype. You my favorite coach, compress the line. Dress up, that's my only vibe. When he tell me if I'm feeling fine, I run it up, risk it all, like I'm taking it all. It's my second life. That's me, passed out in the Maybach seat, cashed out on the backstand beach. Already know my body, already know that's me. He might get all I want to love if it's solid. Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got, some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed.
Joining us today party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show. Joining Chris Manning, we're going to go 3v3 in Proving Grounds, try to get that W to celebrate the end of the season for 2K.
We are going to get that W to celebrate the end of the season.
For 2K TV. King Jordan, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's great running with Power DF.
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Mitchell out there with MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Both teams playing well lately, Grant. Something's got to give here.
Yeah, this is a great test of momentum. Whoever controls the pace probably controls the outcome.
Now here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. No good from outside. Here's Wolf. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Here's Dort. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Now here's Mitchell. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. And just over a minute played here to start the game. The drive by. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, wow. Dort just going off, making a big show of how athletic he can be.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Dort's shot is good.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Mitchell, the pass to Wolf. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wolf's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Mitchell. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Drills it from deep.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. To the wing, right side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Miami has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Oof, good.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining.
Dort against MP.
2 minutes. Heat foul.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Joe comes in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Caruso. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. 5 on the clock. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Hero. Miami leading by 3. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
You have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Caruso. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Caruso. Puts up a three. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Heat with the lead. Here's Jovic. And the layup falls.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Jaquez against Williams. Pass to Joe. On the wing, Caruso. He's guarded by Hero. Joe. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Miami leading by 6. From deep, MP. They grab their own miss. And down it goes. 2 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Williams. He's scoreless. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Offensive rebound. Excellent D there from Holmes. And so it's Miami up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've been...
The Heat, 19.
Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Caruso in for Dort. And let's take a look at Miami. Jaime Jaquez out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Rozier in at the 2. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Celtics put on a show. He ended up with 26 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. The way he owned aspects of the game was exciting to watch. Guys, maybe he's breaking out. Back to you.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Oh, a rim sucker by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Here's Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Joe's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Miami. Jovic comes in for Anderson. And it's Jaquez with the ball for Miami. They lead by 4. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Holmgren for 2.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
From deep, MP. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. To the middle. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Over to the wing. MP scanning the floor. Hits the trifecta. Wolf's got 14 points for the game.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Joe misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fires from deep. And MP with a basket on the assist by Rozier. And now it's a 6-point Miami lead. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Joe. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Pass to Jovic. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing.
And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6.
The Heat, 42.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. That's starting the second half.
This is what everyone wants from Holmgren, attacking without reservation on offense.
They get it back. Ware misses in close.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Williams misses. Miami leading by 4. MP outside. Three-pointer. Again, MP missing.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. The shot by Dort, no good. For Miami, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Miami leading by 6. A deep 3 from MP. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Right side, Williams. Kept alive. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's Williams, high post. Wiggins on him. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. Rebound, Miami.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Adebayo with it. Hartenstein covering. And here's MP from outside. Here's Ware. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's time for defense.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Joe's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Shoots over Hero. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist from Holmgren.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
MP outside. Jaquez finds MP. 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this game.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
There's the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Joe. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Joe's got 5 now.
Yeah, he loves to distribute. Caruso very much a team-first guy.
Knocks it down from distance.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Joe, pass to Williams. And he got the whip, and they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Holmes, he's checked in for Anderson.
Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Wolf can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 8. Caruso outside. Williams passes to Holmgren.
Miami foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents. And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And here's MP from outside. Hits a three-pointer. Wolf's got 35 in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter.
59.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. MP comes in for Hero. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Wolf, good.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And let's take a look at Miami. Davion Mitchell is out there with MP. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. MP outside from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it go from 11. Rebound Miami. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Heat.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And it's Holmgren missing.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
From deep, MP. Caruso grabs the board. Joe on the wing. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, not only is Caruso unselfish, he just has a great feel for the game.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Rozier, the pass to Wolf. Again, the Heat misses. Caruso outside. There's the drive. Off with the layup. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all gonna get washed.
Lexus, you always challenging me. You know I love it when you challenge me, so let's do it.
Had to wear the Proving Grounds jersey today for this gameplay because I'm pretty excited. All right, what's the game plan, guys?
We'll just play sides if that's possible. But
pass the ball, exploit mismatches, kick out. Yeah, we good. We got him.
Yeah.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always...
Substitution. Completely new group for USA.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
So, Team World's 5 right now. Edie out there with Buzelis. And it's Larson in at the 2 spot.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Pass to Edie. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Larson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Out of bounds, it'll be USA's ball. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here's MP for 3. They get a hand on it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Rupert. Still scoreless. Just 5 to shoot. That shot wide open.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
MP, that's for 2. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Wolf got a couple of threes now in the first for USA.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. USA ahead.
45. The visiting team, 20.
Substitution with some changes. Going in, he's checked in for Jarek Lively. Connect comes in for Miller, and MP subbed in for Castle.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
2 minutes.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Connect. Bajemski out there with MP. Then there's Klingon, and it's Holland in at the foursome.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Benyama with it. 15 points in the game. Pass to Kamare. Here's Rupert. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by USA. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
They double team Wembanyama. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rupert, covered by MP, and the basket by Rupert.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
To Koulibaly. Here's Rupert. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama's got 17.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Team
World leads by 5. And join us right back here. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court. Shooting for Team World, Matas Buzelis. At the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Buzelis.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
Back to MP. Fires the 3. So no problem for Team World as they get the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed. Some of y'all just go pop. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want you love inside.
Okay.
Green.
Good shot.
Come on, man.
Yes,
Love it.
okay.
Yep.
Power's carrying both of you.
Hey, that's fine. We playing as a team, Alexis.
Yep.
Stay off my back.
You got it? Oh, I'm going.
Get dunked on again. Oh, I tried it. That's all right. That's all right. Got a little overzealous there.
No, you're fine.
What?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
Celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like...
So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed. Some of y'all just go pop. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really God. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want you love if it's silent. But if it's me, then you, and that's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. Ain't cooking a smile for none of these. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that? No yoga mat. Chat. Should they don't hit me back? Chat. Should I no questions asked? Chat. Chat. They chatting. They chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Had a sad thing, but right now it's just a home. Try to feel good inside, you know, don't wanna hold me. Hype me up. You give me hype. You my favorite coach. Compress the line. Dress up, that's my only vice.
Everything been okay. They salute me so much every time I show up. Her about face. Everything no cut. Y'all up. I'm really gonna trip about babe. Blow the heady 7 guts while you waiting on nuts. Tell them I was on PCH. You with that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this too. Oh, the tables been turning so much I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some wacko. Oh, walk, talk like Kenny, like Boss, like Solana. I promise, more buzz. There's a waltz, there's a crater, or a spaceship. Get lost, no favors. I wager whatever you worth. I bought something about a conservative regular girl that still can thorough as don't need your psychic can reach a zodiac sign. It must be a Gemini moon, cause we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in a bag, but how many bodies done? Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it wasn't for you. Yeah, yeah, only want you love if it's solid. But if it's me, then you. And that's the way I like it. 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 I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30. Check. Should they fold that no yoga mat? Check. No strings attached. Check. Should need no questions asked. Check. They check. They check. They check. Check. Do I let them bump his gums or get him? Check. Do I take his and wear it for fashion? Check. Do I do my stuff and take it to the max? Check. They check. They check. They check.
Jimmy popping pain. Can't take any more of these or I might just find what I left in vain. Just gave this the kiss of life. It won't switch on me, it's by my side just like Sade. But I left her in a daze. I put freedom up in his sat nav. Now it's telling me relocate. I was in the car in Ace. I was in space with Lola Ace. We're banging on Faraday. Things just ain't the same. Might link me a drone from prefer me a drone from ends. Hold hands on the side of the grave. I can't do bloods anymore. When I turn 24, might turn PA. Salute to all of my demons. We had a party, they're bumping. Wish I could tell you a different fable, but honestly same. I was like honey like Weiss and Mus, but I lost my brain. 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 But I lost my yeah, down and out. Woke up in the next one thinking these won't hold me down. I keep seeing the same old faces. Is it west, is it south? I need me a leather jacket, I told Renzo I want it in brown. Where are you now? Yeah, I love that for you, see you again when the pound goes down. Yeah, I really hate this town. It's a figure of speech, we all agree to disagree. I see you on a Monday morning, we had the longest week. But I lost my brain.
ain't with PNB Rock, you not with me. You from New York, you ain't with Boogie. When I see you,
Yeah, just like that. Siege.
Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left him stuck down. Only cause I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, I'm be bust down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays, I get you lying now. Nowadays, be out of line. They be on my wrist, that's a bust down. We just go to out, that's a touchdown. Call it black, that's a man down. We was out in traffic with that. Now on no static, king it tragic. Told them they don't want no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't cause they too fake. I put Boogie, I'm recording off of too fake. For a roommate, I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on the E-way. 922 call, I do a down, she using eBay. OTF, I use it each way. OTF, HETF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the ops was on the 2 tray. You not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, too deep. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to, they don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Nothing stuck down. Only cause I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, I'm be bust down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out.